morning folks, welcome back to the channel, and boy are you in for a treat in this episode. I've just woke up, pretty tired, but the sun is beaming through my skylight. Let's go and have a look and see what's out there. Not too shabby, is it? Lovely beach out there. I'm going to make myself a coffee, a little bite to eat, and then I'm going to take a walk to Fionnphort, and I've got a boat tour booked to take me out to the Isle of Staffa to see Fingal's Cave. Cannot wait. Right, so I'm currently staying at a place called Fidden Farm campsite, and it's great. It's huge, there's plenty of spaces, you don't need to book, and I think it cost me £12 a night, which is really cheap. They've no electric hookup or anything like that, so if you depend on that, it's probably not great for a multiple stay. But for me, it's absolutely perfect. It's right at the water. The facilities are great, great shower, laundries, everything that you need really. And it's near Fionnphort as well. And it's where I'm going today to go on a boat tour to Isle of Staffa and to see Fingal's Cave, and I cannot wait. Now some of you might be wondering, well, what is Fingal's Cave? Well, it's a naturally occurring sea cave located on the uninhabited Isle of Staffa off of Scotland's west coast. The cave is famous for its striking geological formation, consisting of hexagonal jointed basalt columns similar to those found at Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. And the two sites are linked not just by their geology, but also by myth, legend and Celtic folklore. I've been to Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. I've never been to Fingal's Cave, and I'll talk a little bit more about the geology and also the myth and legend once I've seen it for myself. I'm just walking to Fionnphort from the farm. It's around about 35 minutes walk. It's a lovely day. Get the legs stretched before going on the boat tour. And it'll be a nice walk back as well after. Maybe grab myself some food in the wee village before I head back to the van. That's the plan anyway. I'm down at the ferry port here. You see the ferries going back and forward to the small island of Iona. And the Isle of Iona holds deep historical significance as it was essentially the birthplace of Christianity in Scotland. I'm going to be visiting the abbey to tell you all about it for a future episode of this series, and doing a wild camp on one of the secluded beaches on the island. That is going to be an adventure. The fish and chips here, the Creel Seafood Bar. I'm sure that's where the campsite get their fish and chips orders from on I think it's a Thursday or a Friday night or a Saturday night, I can't remember. But they are incredible. Highly recommend. Alright pal, how's it going?
Alright, good, thanks.
Let's see if you can spot the seals. Just look at them, living their best lives, stretched out on the rocks like they've just clocked off from a hard shift at sea. You've got to admire it though. Sun's out, belly's up, not a care in the world. That's the life right there. No rush, no worries, just soaking up the day. Well, we're not too far now. It's a beautiful day for a sail. Nice and calm for everyone, which is nice. I'm getting excited now. We're getting closer. Seeing some seals, some seabirds. Yeah, I can't wait. Out here in the Atlantic, rising from the water like something sculpted by the gods, lies the Isle of Staffa. From a distance you can see what looks like a face, as if the island itself is watching you approach. Its name comes from Old Norse, Staffe, meaning Staff Island. The Vikings who named it saw these vertical basalt columns and thought of a bundle of staffs standing side by side. But every pillar you see was born from fire. Around 60 million years ago, molten lava poured across this region, cooling and cracking into perfect hexagonal shapes as it met the sea air. What's left today are these cathedral-like walls of stone, carved by time and tide, nature's own architect. It's strange on this boat standing here, realising the same geology that shaped Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland created this place too. Two ends of the same ancient lava flow, separated by the sea but forever connected beneath it. Yet beyond the science, there's something mythical about Staffa. Celtic legend tells of Fingal, a giant warrior said to have built a causeway between here and Ireland so he could fight his rival Finn MacCool. You can almost imagine him striding across these columns, roaring over the waves as the storm clouds gathered. Centuries later, the island would inspire another kind of giant, Felix Mendelssohn, the famous composer who visited in 1829. He was so moved by the sound of the waves crashing into Fingal's cave that he wrote the Hebrides Overture, capturing the rhythm and mystery of this place in music. That's the piece you've been hearing just now, written nearly 200 years ago, yet it still carries the heartbeat of this island. Staffa doesn't just exist in stone and sea, it lives on in legend and in sound. Standing here, surrounded by the Atlantic and these towering columns, you can feel it. So unfortunately, I won't be able to actually land on Staffa and go and explore by foot. We are doing some work at the moment to the landing spot for the season ahead. We are into April now, but unfortunately the weather over the winter just wasn't suitable for the National Trust to do the work before now. So during April and May, I'm not actually going to be able to physically land on the island. So I won't be able to explore the cave on foot in a lot more detail, or the puffins close up, but hopefully we'll see them as we take a tour around the island itself. So keep your eyes peeled. Some of them are flying around it, but sometimes you get too close to the boat, they go under the water straight away. Well, I've just landed back on the Isle of Mull. I'm pretty hungry after that, so I'm going to grab myself some fish and chips. Yeah, just a haddock and chips, please.
Yeah, of course. £13 altogether then, please.
I'll have a can of iron brew as well, actually.
Yeah, so £14.50 then, please.
If I've got change, actually. Nah, I don't know.
Thank you.
Just give us a fiver, put 50p in that
Oh, thank you.
jar. Cheers. Thanks again.
Won't be long, okay?
No worries. I've ate fish and chips in worse places than this, I must admit. Lovely. Look at that, proper chips. Oh my god, fish is so fresh. And try these chips, because I remember thinking the last time I had them, the best chips I've ever had in my life. Oh. They are proper chips. And if you're considering the boat tour with Staffa Tours, it was great. Unfortunately, like I said, we weren't allowed to dock and land and actually go and explore Staffa by foot, which is unfortunate, really. That's what I was kind of looking forward to, but it's my own fault. I didn't actually check the website beforehand, and would it have stopped me doing it anyway when I'm coming to the Isle of Mull? Absolutely not. It was fantastic, and you still get quite close to the cave even on the vessel, despite the swell. Got to see seals en route, got to see the puffins, plenty of seabirds, and just take in the geology of Staffa all the way around. It's quite incredible. I have to wash it down with a wee can of iron brew as well. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that Scotland's the only country in the world where Coca-Cola isn't the #1 selling fizzy drink? Iron brew, our very own, made from girders. Now I'm going to have this fish and chips, fill up the belly, take the half-hour walk along to the campsite, and then get ready for tomorrow and my next adventure. It's such a bonny little walk to the campsite from there. You got sheep all around. The sun is absolutely beaming down on my napper right now. I might get a little bit burnt over these next couple of days if it carries on like this. Then you've got the ocean, the sea, the Atlantic out there. Just stunning. All these rocky outcrops kind of just everywhere, really. The geology of this entire area is breathtaking. And there'll be some of the oldest rocks in Scotland around here, especially on Iona as well. I'm looking forward to exploring that. So join me next week as I head over to the beautiful small island of Iona and check out the cemetery of Scottish kings, the wonderful and hugely significant Iona Abbey. I'll then set up camp and take a cold dip in one of the most incredible beaches I've ever seen before settling in for the night. Next week's episode is one you do not want to miss. Like and subscribe for more van life adventures.